This is Psalms chapter 7 and verse 9. Oh, let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end, but establish the just for the righteous.
That blends in beautifully. Let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end.
That's right.
Man thinks he can just pass through this. He's got the whole road, but he wants to pass through where we're doing our thing.
That's right.
Wickedness.
That's right.
Read it again.
Oh, let the wicked of the wickedness come to an end, but establish the just for the righteous. God trieth the hearts and the reins.
For the righteous God trieth the hearts and the reins. He trieth the people that are doing his will. So we want the wickedness of the wickedness to come to an end.
That's right.
We want to stop the disrespect that comes to the so-called black man and black woman and Hispanic man and Hispanic woman.
That's
We want to
right.
stop this wickedness because we are God's children, chosen people. We are God's children. But you oppress God's children every day. Get me Zechariah chapter 11 and verse 5. Who's holding Hebrews?
Hebrews 11 and verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
For faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So we don't need to see the Most High to believe in Him, because we have strong faith.
Right.
We don't need to see certain things because we have faith. Because faith is the evidence of things not seen. But get me that Zechariah. Because we're fed up of the oppression, man.
This is This is Zechariah 11 and verse 5. Whose possessors slay them and owe themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich. And in their own shepherds pity them not.
See, so this has a lot of meat on it. It's saying, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. How many times has this happened? Our brother and sister in 2020 got stopped and searched by the police in a rough way. And the policeman and policewoman are back in their jobs. George Floyd, Breonna Taylor. How many more of our people, our possessors hold us and slay us and hold themselves not guilty? They did mass murder in the time of slavery. 88 million of our people died at their hands.
This is the book of Zechariah 11 and verse 5. Whose possessors slay them and owe themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich.
And that's what they said. Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich. Because they're benefiting off of the free labor. These people are useless, bruv. They're useless because they can't do nothing without us. Their whole infrastructure is built off of us.
Right.
When they don't have us, they're useless. That's why they can't run a country properly. They can't run nothing properly.
And their own shepherds pity them not.
And our own shepherds pity us not. Because our pastors are teaching us foolery in the church. They're not teaching us anything good. They're teaching us that you should just sing and that you should just be silly, in a silly mood.
Psalms 17 verse 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked.
So, deliver us from the soul of the wicked. Make him feel like he's winning, but cast him down, Yahawah. Because this wicked man has been in power for too long.
Right.
He's been oppressing us, oppressing the earth. He's the wicked, he's a cancer of the earth.
Yeah. Which is my sword.
But he's the Lord's sword. Very appreciate.
Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 7.
Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroys the heart.
Surely oppression makes a wise man mad.
Right.
Because we ain't happy out here to see our people that they're still in sin.
That's right.
They still don't know when the Sabbath day is. They still don't know that celebrating Christmas is demonic. You're celebrating Nimrod.
Right.
They still don't know these things. So oppression has made us mad because we're tired of seeing our people under oppression. And a gift still destroys our heart because they give you certain things in this earth and you think you're good. So the gift destroys your heart, and then you're waiting upon your next benefit, you're waiting upon your next plate of food. You're relying on somebody that's not of your nation. There's a precept.
Proverbs 8 and verse 4. Unto you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the Son of Man.
So unto you men I call. The Lord calls the man because the man is the leader of the household.
That's right.
And he's calling unto us so that we can be in unity with one another.
Right.
So that we can show and get me Judas chapter 8 and verse 24. So that we can be an example unto our people that when we're in unity, we're good. But we have divisions among our people still. Our people are still out here stabbing up one another for what? For drugs.
Jude 8 and 24.
Bring it out.
Now therefore, O brethren, let us show an example to our brethren.
So we are out here to show an example, to show our people that unity is the strongest thing.
Because their hearts depend upon us.
Because their hearts depend upon us. Their minds depend upon us. To break out of this bondage that they're in. Mental slavery.
Right.
Because Esau's not going to teach you this. Elam's not going to teach you this. Ishmael's not going to teach you this.
That's right.
Read on.
And the sanctuary, and the house, and the altar rest upon us.
Because it all rests upon us because we are God's children.
Right.
We love our people and will continue to love our people because we'll continue to bring out the word.
Moreover, let us give thanks to the Lord our power, which triumphed us, even as he did our fathers.
Moreover, we're going to give thanks unto Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, because he tried us just like he tried our fathers.
That's right.
Abraham was tried because he had to offer his son Isaac.
Right.
Job was tried. Read on.
Remember what things he did to Abraham, and how he tried Isaac, and what happened to Jacob in Mesopotamia of Syria, when he kept the sheep of Lebanon and his mother's brother.
So these great men were tried by Yahawah, and they all succeeded. Bring out a precept.
Proverbs 16 verse 25.
Bring it out.
There is a way that seems right unto a man, but the end therefore are the way of death.
There's a way that seems right unto a man, but the ways thereof is death. That's why we can't follow after our own mind. Read that for me. Proverbs 3 and 5.
Book of Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding.
So we have to trust in the Lord with all our heart, which means that we put him first in everything that we do.
Right.
And we don't lean onto our own understanding. Our own understanding will carry us to a place that we don't want to be.
In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths.
So in all our ways we have to acknowledge him so that he can direct our paths.
Right.
and he will direct your path. But you have to stay humble.
This is the book of Job 38 and verse 3. Gird up thy loins like a man.
We're going to gird up our loins like a man. Because we're not any soft boys out here. We're not people that stoop down to Master and say, Master, give me some food. Master, we love you. No, that's not us. Because we're the masters.
Right.
We're the ones that are supposed to be ruling this earth. But through disobedience, we're not. Read that for me again.
Job 38 and verse 3. Gird up thy loins like a man, for I will demand of thee an answer, and answer thou me.
Because the Lord requires it of us. We have to gird up our loins like men. And we have to stand up for the Lord. We have to be the Lord's mouthpiece.
Right.
And do his work diligently and righteously in all honesty. That's what's required. Bring it out.
Book of Proverbs chapter 8 and verse 4. Unto ye, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of man.
So we brought it out, but it's coming back a second time again. Unto you, O men, I call, and his voice unto the sons of men. Because we're out here being men, not any soft people. People are going to come at us because they don't like what we're saying. But make them take it up with God, because we're reading God's words. That's what we're doing. We ain't out here being carnal like the Edomites want us to be. Because read me 1 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 4. Excuse me, my brother in the Gucci. Yeah, come. Can we reason with you for a minute?
1 Corinthians 10 and verse 4. Verse 4.
For the weapons of our warfare Second. This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahawah to the pulling down of strongholds.
For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. So we're not going to be out here being carnal. We're not going to take up a big blade and juke someone with it, because we're not carnal.
The question out.
I said,
Yeah.
in the Middle East,
Yeah?
this war there,
Did you know that's prophesied in the Bible?
huh?
Did you know that was prophesied in the Bible?
Well, I wouldn't say no, I didn't know.
Okay.
So in this case, what are you people going to do?
But alright, get me Revelation chapter 2 and verse 9. What we're gonna do, and get me Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12. Because those people in the land aren't supposed to be in the land. That's why there's wars going on over there right now.
But somebody has to explain to them.
Revelations 2 and verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not.
But I know the what?
But I know the blasphemy of them which I say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
That's the people over there. They aren't the real Jews. That's why there's so much war going on over there. Because what is one of the first commandments in the 10 Commandments?
Look here, take a flyer. Life you are never as yourself.
One of the first commandments is thou shalt not kill. What are they doing? These people aren't the real Jews. They were put in there in 1948 by the British Mandate. Bring out your priest.
Revelation 3 and verse 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie.
But they what?
But do lie.
Because they're liars, brother. That's why there is no peace. And I'm not going to speak to them. I'm not going to speak to Netanyahu. I'm not going to speak to any of them. Because they are the people that are frauds, they're imposters, and we don't care about them. We care about the Most High, what He says,
Right.
rather than care about a guy that doesn't care about you.
Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet.
That's what they're supposed to be doing, because we're going to show you that you are the real Jew.
And to know that I have loved thee.
Because the Lord loved the Israelites, the Jews, not the Jewish, not the Ashkenazis, because Ashkenazi is just a German word. Read that.
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 9 and verse 6. And the bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, and I will cut off the pride of the Philistines.
So a bastard is going to reside in Ashdod. Those are the people over there, the Israelis. They're not the real people. That's why God calls them a bastard.
How long is that they're going to be there if you are not to rule there? How long are they going to be there? Are they free to do whatever they like? And it will affect the whole world.
Alright. The Most High, when the Most High comes back, that's when they're going to be eradicated. And we can show you.
This is the book of Psalms 91 verse 7. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. So you understand that? 1,000 shall fall. You ask what we gonna do because of the war, right? So the Lord tell us, say, 1,000 shall fall by thy side, but it shall not come near us. Let me read on. Only with thine eyes shall thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Now we seen the reward of the wicked. The Heavenly Father raised up nation to fight against each other, because those wicked people that in the land right now, they stole our land and been there since 1948 when the British mandate bring them over there and put them in there, right? So we watching the fall of the wicked, right? Read on. Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. The Lord are our refuge. He will help us. Verse 10. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. So no plague now go come near us once we doing the works of our Father.
Right.
It's a spiritual thing. You understand? You have to have faith in this thing and know that the Lord will protect you. Our forefathers before, them have faith. They never worry about the heathen. The heathen are light work. It's us, the children of Israel, to come together and do what the Lord ordained us to do.
Right.
Okay?
And that's why their things getting shut down. That's why there's so much war going on, because we're rising up. Read that.
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 12 and verse 3. And in that day I will make Jerusalem a burdensome stone for all people. All that burn themselves with it shall be cut in pieces, though all the people of the earth that gathered against it. So pretty much these people, all the nation that form an alliance and put those people over there. The Father is going to make it a burdensome stone upon them, because it's going to be a burden unto them to solve the problem of why they put them there, and now they are fighting against. They have to fight to defend it. So it's a burden on them now. It's a burden on England and America and all the supporters of them who are supporting these wicked things that's happening now.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
I want to show you some things, because I want to show you that you're the true Jew, because we have been told that what we're so-called black people. We're black is just a color in a crayon. Black is a shade. And when we call ourselves black, we're calling ourselves derogatory. We are the Israelites.
Hello, sis. What are you doing? Look, man.
Matthew 24 and verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
So this is how it's prophesied. You shall see wars and rumors of wars. But what did the brother read in Psalms 91? It shall not come nigh unto thee. 10,000 shall fall at thy right hand and left hand, but it won't come nigh unto thee.
For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places.
This is how it's getting. We're getting towards the end, if not right at the end. Earthquakes, famines, wars, pestilences, COVID, nation against nations fighting against one another, pestilences and famines. These things, all these things are coming upon us, has come upon this nation. But we're going to show you that you're the Israelite and you're the true people that are supposed to be in that land. Get me Deuteronomy chapter 28.
This is book of Deuteronomy chapter 25 and verse 17. Remember what Amalek did unto thee by the way, when ye were come forth out of Egypt.
So, remember what Amalek did. Amalek is the ones in that land now that calling themselves Jews, the Jewish. Because ish at the end means pertaining to be. Because if I was to call you childish, are you a child? Are you a child if I was to call you childish? But you're acting or pertaining to be like a child. That's the same way that they're pretending and acting to be like the Jew.
Right.
They're not the real people. They are frauds and imposters.
Verse 18.
Where are they? Where are they?
You, me, people around the four corners of the earth. And you're looking at them now. It's just that you didn't know, and the church isn't going to teach you this. Read it.
Okay, sorry.
Read, finish it off.
This is book of Deuteronomy 25 and verse 18. Oh, he met thee by the way and smote the inmost of thee, even all that were feeble behind thee, when thou was faint and weary, and he feared not God.
So these people don't fear God because October 7th was a Sabbath day. The Sabbath day is a day of rest where you should just be resting. What are they doing partying on the Sabbath day? What are they doing? Doing all manners of evil in that land, having festivals that aren't pertaining to God, having things that don't pertain to God. So these people don't fear God. That's how you know that they're not God's people. Now we're going to show you who the true Jew is. Deuteronomy, and we're going to show you the curses that the true Jews had to go through to be a Jew. Get me, but before you read that, get me Deuteronomy chapter 29 and verse 1.
Deuteronomy 29 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
To make with who?
To make with the children of Israel.
So this is a covenant, the agreement that God made with the children of Israel. Now we're going to see who the Israelites are. Now go. Yes, please.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So if we should listen unto the voice of the Lord,
to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
so if we didn't listen unto the voice of the Lord, all these curses were going to come upon us and overtake us. And is curse a good thing or is it a bad thing? It's a curse. No, it's not. So curse is a bad thing. Now jump down to chapter 28 and verse 46.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 46. And they shall be a sign unto thee, and they shall be a sign upon thee, for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
So these curses are going to be a sign upon us. You see the sign JD Sports over there? That's a sign. So this is our sign. This is what the curses is our sign.
Verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart.
Because we didn't serve the Lord with joyfulness and gladness of heart. What was going to happen?
For the abundance of all things, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
So we are going to serve our enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee. Can you think of a nation of people and a time that they were just serving their enemy, or one nation of people was just serving another people? Can you think of a historical event?
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you all.
No.
I'll follow suit.
Wait. Let me bring out the big curse and show you. Let me bring out what read 68.
28 and 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Now get me Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2, because we need to establish what Egypt is.
Exodus 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
What's another word for bondage?
It's like being in a place where you are captured. You know what?
Okay.
You can have any way to go out and do
Yeah.
whatever you want.
Alright, so slavery. Now read Deuteronomy 28 and 68. So we've established that Egypt means slavery, right?
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
So the Lord is going to bring us into slavery again with ships. Who is the one nation of people in history that were brought to slavery on ships? All over the world. Did you identify it? Don't be afraid to say it. Who is that nation of people?
Well, I only know apart from Egypt, I don't know anywhere.
Pardon?
Apart from Egypt, yeah, which is
But this is a prophecy. This is the curses that were going to happen onto us, and this was a prophecy that Moses got before it even happened. So we're going to read it again, and we're going to show you.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spoke unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
So the Lord's going to bring us into slavery again on ships, and there you're going to be sold for bondmen, for slave man, and for slave woman. What nation has that happened to? So you've never heard of the transatlantic slave trade? So how were we transported in a transatlantic slave trade?
that will be something that is going to be.
How will we transport it in the transatlantic slave trade?
In the ship or in the
Okay,
river, yeah.
with the ships. And what did Deuteronomy 28 and 68 say? Read it for me one more time.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Who was taken into slavery in ships? What nation of people?
The nation of people. Excuse me, sister, around the world, isn't it?
They're so-called black people. That's who was taken into slavery on ships. That's the one nation that was taken in slavery and killed at free will, and were the only people that were slaves and taken on ships. Those, it's the so-called black people. So this is how you identify who the Jews are, because they were taken in slavery on slave ships. They weren't able to see their daughters, their sons anymore, because they were shipped to all other places. They had babies fed to alligators so that they could make shoes out of them and purses and bags. Alright. But with that, let me bring another speaker up and I say, Barakatai Yahawah, Barakatai Washai, Barakatai Yahawah, Barakatai Washai. I Emmanuel, Shalawah, Guam Yasharahla, Guam Yasharahla.